So welcome everyone to the 164th weekly MLP Drawing School live stream critiquey thingy flob flob.
See,
Yeah.
LD's a zum, and so like his brain is like it's like a zombie running brain, and he keeps eating our brains to fuel his intelligence. So we all just are slowly losing our minds and going crazy.
It's not a perfect practice, but it works for
And I get snacks.
us.
Yes, we all get snacks. We just have to buy them ourselves.
So today we got the ever fluffy Aliclaw
Hello.
and the ever fluffier Fluffy's Eye.
Hello.
And oh, that's it. Yeah.
And
It's
you.
just us.
I'm
You,
I'm
the
not
ever-loving
here.
Zomzom.
I'm actually just a ghost. A figment of your imagination, really.
Not a ghost, a zombie. You're getting your monsters mixed up.
What about a zombie ghost?
Well, you just fucking blew my mind. I didn't know if that's actually possible.
Anything's
how
possible.
How would that work? I feel like it should be possible, but both are different forms of unlife. I'm really confused now.
You see, when two people love each other,
Oh no, I'm not ready for this.
And commit duo suicide.
oh no, let's derail this conversation real quick. First picture.
Oh, yes.
My OC Palace. That is what it says. My OC Palace. Smiley face. What are your thoughts
so
on pony smoking?
Firstly, at first I thought it was the eye butt smoking. I don't know, something about the positioning. I guess because it's kind of disconnected from the hoof. Well, I don't know. I mean, they can do whatever they want. It's not a very healthy practice. You want to see ponies with those healthy lungs, but you know, we've had some raspy ponies before, so I guess they probably do. But
I just love your concerns for their health.
well, of course, they're adorable.
Yeah, it's a very interesting picture.
I really like her eyes.
With little hearts.
Yeah, like they got like the nice little bit of like faint shading around the top half of the eye, and you got like nice highlights with those gaps. It's got a nice like glossy look to the eyes. It's really cool.
The picture sort of oozes with I don't know. I don't know what it's like a weird style, like, so there's a bunch of elements that are just sort of.
Yeah, I think we're probably thinking about the same. So like I don't know. I'm personally wondering why there's like cut-offs in the hair.
Does it the
Like,
same over
and
here? So they actually said it in their, because that was the only comment left for them, unfortunately, and it was what are those parts of her mane and tail where the hair cuts? Just her hairstyle.
But how?
Listen,
Magical talking ponies.
magical talking pony.
I mean, we have like perpetually swooshing hair in like the alicorns, but like I don't know about like levitating like cut-off hair.
Anything
It
is
very-
possible
I must
with
say, it is
enough
very
friendship.
interesting. It is very interesting, and I think you're being very creative, and I think that's good. It's also like hard not to notice. Like that can be a good thing, but it's very. It's like that shouldn't be doing that.
I like it.
So
It's weird.
I feel like her cue mark is like, it's just my own personal opinion. I feel like it's a little bit creepy looking. I feel like her rump is looking at me, or not like at me, but it would be if I was standing in the right place. It's also like a vertical eye. Like if she was standing up, it'd be like this. I don't know if that's actually the intention, but like that's the direction the eye would be. If she was standing up, you look at like the hips.
I think the biggest issue for me here is the anatomy, because the way she's laying down, pretty much if we were looking at her from a top-down view, this box is no tablet, you want to draw today? You want to
Nope.
That's always me at the start of it. The draw piling.
So if we're looking like top down, this box right here is like her head and her. Okay, it's not wanting to draw. I hate everything.
Change your layer.
Because I can see you drawing, Ellie.
Eh.
I can see your purple appearing.
Okay, layer changing fixed it.
Yay!
Yay!
Alrighty. So, anyway, as I'm saying, like, if I draw this box here. Oh, now it's being somewhat difficult still. Alright, someone take over. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, her arm is so. Here, I'm gonna draw out the body here. So, the shoulders be like. Okay, so if the hips turned up here, so we got our two bits there, and then the chest is turning down on an spiral like yo around the axes. It is going to mean the shoulder is somewhere like this. Right.
Indeedy do.
I think they're aiming for more of a shoulder like yo, which is fine. I would just turn the body a lot more. You know when you lay on the ground to crack your back? Basically, this is what that looks like. I don't know if you do that. I definitely do that.
I have not done so before.
You're missing out. It's great. So,
The ground's so far away. Listen, I'm tall. Okay?
all you have to do is fall, and the ground is there.
That hurts. That would definitely crack my back.
Alright, so we go spine, up, and over. Yeah, something like this. Oh my gosh, my bean shape. It's gone. It's become a snake shape. I've lost the bean.
How could you lose the bean?
Well, you see, when two people love you... No.
That's not the answer to everything.
I think it is. Alright, so
Clearly
who...
Well, I guess love can be the answer to everything.
God, yeah, that would hurt the arm.
I don't know how we got to an MLPDS episode where that has become a sentence that I've said.
I'm gonna quickly change color. Bam! This is the arm we're going for. So I think it would be more... It'd make more sense if it's like this. So we have the shoulder going up here, and then we turn the arm forward. Because right now you've actually, like, turned the arm about on that position and then twisted it backwards. And that's what's really throwing me off here. So if we're to just leave it... If we're to point it forwards on the body, it's going to be a little easier to place, a little less breaking. And I understand what you're trying to do, trying to fill up the side of the body here, because there ain't nothing hanging around there. You aren't covered in mane or anything, and it's just this open area, which is weird considering how busy the rest of your picture is. You got something going on everywhere, but it's fine. You're allowed blank spaces, you're allowed voids, you're allowed white space, I think we call it. It's good.
Yeah.
That horn is weird too. Like, it's got a second arrow on it. There's a lot of bizarreness going on here. It's not wrong, it's just bizarre. And she actually has...
There's a lot of, like, very creative sort of approaches to stuff in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
The horse has got a double hawk.
What?
Double hawk. So the first hawk,
Oh.
and then the second hawk. It's like the ankle that you would get like on a satyr, where it's just towards the bottom. Makes sense how it's placed. I think I would take the hip though, and turn it down a bit. The reason being because the way you have our hip right now, it is a big hip. So I'd just roll it down a bit, and then we can still leave the idea of the eye hanging around here. And people will still see what you're trying to get at. Yeah, Ellie's done it better.
It's a difficult pose. I'm like trying to stare at a reference as I do this.
Did you just get one of your French mares to pose for you?
Oh, you know it. I have a studio full of French mares. just
That's
for this
weird.
purpose.
That's a lot of
They're,
feed.
they're all rotators.
They're all Yep. My Raritato French maids. My house is really clean.
And stylish.
All right. Anyone else got anything to say about this lovely picture?
Keep doing it. I like people who do crazy stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah, be creative.
I don't know if people listening or watching remember this one artist, Get Your Noodle Wet. They did like crazy abstract ponies. I enjoyed them.
I
They
don't
do the
know.
good stuff.
To the internet. Do-do-do-do. Next.
You're a silly bean.
So the next picture we have is submitted for this week's challenge by Shiny Face Van Dam. No, Badam? If
I'm
your
like Van Damme.
if your face is shiny, maybe just get some like soap and
Fluff.
clean
Get
it up.
fluff on there.
Yeah,
We'll fluff you for free.
fluff you for free.
Wow, I didn't know we offered this service.
Well,
Well, we do it every week.
we really got to
We
outsource.
fluff the pictures.
Got to diversify our fluffing portfolio.
So do they have any questions specifically, or?
No, that was it. It was
Oh,
just a
okay.
submission for this week's challenge. And this week's challenge was something to do with horses.
It usually is.
Hugging, I think.
Hugs. Another
That's
one
an
of those
adorable
pony things.
prompt. I wish I had known about it.
I approve of the black cat. I have a black cat myself, so I like it.
All right. A pony, pony, pony.
Let's have a look. This is super adorable. I feel like the pony's expression needs something though. Like it's very she's just kind of like staring right down at the cat, and I feel like there's a lot of potential room for introducing more life to the eyes. Really, she's just kind of like staring through the cat soul, like you're going to be my pet, and I'm going to love you.
All right, when you say it, it gets real creepy.
That's kind of what it looks like to me. I don't know.
Like, I need an adult now.
I'm an adult.
No, I don't believe that.
Okay, little snooty snoot. Little pooper snoot. I haven't said that word in ages.
Drop and give me 10 booper snoots.
What?
Don't question it. Just accept the booper snoot.
I have a weird way of sort of outlining eyes before going and actually drawing them properly. Where's my soft brush? There is my soft. Oh wait, is that even working? It's not working. I can't make draw bar work. Why is it not drawing on this? I only works with this tool. Okay, you are being a silly bean right now.
Give this pony an entirely too large neck.
That cat seems very concerned on yours, Allie.
I mean, I'm just making it realistic. So
bending and stretching with the face. Be like, oh, look at this adorable kitty she's got. And make like nice big eyes. It can be all watery. I don't know what sort of expression you're actually going for, but I'm just gonna mess around with it look all cute.
I think my big critique is don't be afraid to push your expression. Like push it really nice and
Push it real
far. Because the thing is, push it far, and if you feel like it's too far, it's easier to bring it back than it is to, keep making it more and more extreme. Because then you just keep adjusting it, and then it just feels weird after a while, and it's just this whole thing of like, it can go on forever, and we don't want that.
Yeah.
It's no fun. But yeah, I think you got a really great base. Now it would just be pushing the image further. And I can go into detail more about like how you can push it, which is pulling some more action lines into it, which like here, let me just pull a different color up. In my little sketch next to it, jump down halfway to the canvas. So here, I'll pull out this red. So here I have like a big arch here and a big arch here. They both have this like pulling towards each other feeling, and it kind of gives that hug a little bit more squish, a little bit more like closeness.
Oh yeah.
It adds like, I don't know, I feel like it adds some motion to it instead of just like holding out your arms straight and holding the cat out straight in front of you.
Yeah,
sort of a
that's
thing.
what you definitely want to get all that lovely like motion and interaction in there. Weight bouncing off of one another,
Mm-hmm. And of course, the other thing you can do that, like, especially with hugs, rolling back 2 steps, interacting anything is difficult because there's a lot to consider. Like, what is interacting? How would it interact? If these 2 objects were interacting, would they react differently under what circumstances? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So something with organic objects like soft squishy ponies and cuddly soft kitty cats, you get some squish between them. Like you see the classic one in cartoons where like the 2 cheeks kind of like pucker up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like big little like oh. I know it looks ridiculous, like there's something like coming off their face, but like just that little like squish adds so much, and it's a very cartoon trick. Oh no, am I on the wrong layer? How did I get on the foreground again?
Magic.
This program is magical in its strangeness.
It is. It's giving me trouble today. It's keeping me on my toes. But yeah, little stuff like a squish. Like if you get 2 circles real close to each other, and it's like, oh, little bump. Oh, bumps. It doesn't have to make sense at first. It's just kind of like outlining the stuff. You can get like all the little bits in. You're kind of building things bit by bit. Then once it's figured out. Happy little eye squish. Little. And sometimes you can do like a little effect where they're like so squished up together there's like an invisible line. I don't know.
There's lots of ways to play around with it.
Yeah.
Like look at just look at lots of art of characters like hugging and squishing. I'm sure you can find lots of it in CPC's gallery.
Oh yeah. Do like freeze frames, also in animation you'll get some good squish and like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Animation's like rife with that. It's really good.
Yeah. Anything else, guys?
No.
Not that I have.
Next. Kitty. We got some changelings.
Oh my.
I suspect it's a vector based on the sharpness of all the sides. So I randomly decided to draw some bugs without any clear reason or end goal. Thoughts, suggestions. This is by Artist Fig. artistic fig.
Listen, you never need a reason for art.
I think this one hasn't
These field
changed
maps
back.
are sad.
What did you do, Glim?
The only thing that's I guess they're bug horns. Some of them threw me off at first because I thought it was just a copy paste of their horn tips. Like they just accidentally put a second one. Because I'm pretty sure they're not. Are they spiky in that way? I haven't looked at the bugs in a while.
They have different styles of spikes for all of them, much like the whatever those adorable things are in the forest.
Oh yeah. I guess I'm still used to. I'm thinking of like changelings, like the old school with the crookedy crunkily. Like, is my horn.
My horn is my power.
It's a chainsaw. Changeling.
Chainsaw bug.
I mean, I really don't have much to critique. Very clean. Everything seems to be in place. No weird overlapping. Yeah, eyes could be cool. Little pupils and stuff.
Yeah, and that sort of feels a little bit sort of. I don't want to say unfinished, but it definitely feels like something's missing from that with the eyes. Do some little expressions there. Maybe you hadn't gotten that far. I don't know.
I would take the horns on the big guys and just turn them more, because right now they're turned like 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Yep. No. Yeah, that's all I got. It's a good vector. I'm interested to see what you do. Maybe add some more variety between your characters standing around, because right now they are all just doing the same sort of straight-legged pose.
You know what it makes me think of? Like some sort of tapestry. Like you see in the ancient ruins of a civilization, the tapestry of the...
Yeah, it kind of does. The way they're all sort of lined up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, those horns are huge. Jeez.
They remind me of like moose.
So their horns apparently grow like this. Like they are ginormica. I think that's almost twice the height of the head. Holy cow,
They have
guys.
pretty huge ones.
I feel sorry for his neck. Does look like some of the other large males are missing or have smaller horns, but yeah, he's got a big set of horns. Anyway, that's right. That's about all we got.
I'm sorry we didn't have more advice for you, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, your character shapes are good. And like, I see nothing wrong. All right. Anyone else have any art they'd like to submit? Any other questions they'd like to ask?
Anyone want to tell us how their day's going?
Yeah, so far mine's fine.
I drew a silly snake.
What? How about yours,
Silly
Sally?
snake. More like adorable snake. Sweet, the merchandising's already starting.
Buy all our playsets and toys. Alright. Well, with that, I think we'll call it a day. Thank you all for coming, and see you again next week.